Johann Amick was born in the Rhineland region of Germany in 1715. During this time, the Rhineland region was in ruins as a result of the ongoing War of the Spanish Succession. They left Germany in 1749. Johann, his wife, and 3 of his sons settled in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Henry Amick, who was born in 1762, enlisted to fight in the Bucks County militia during the Revolutionary War. Following the war, sometime in the 1780s, he would move to Pendleton County, West Virginia. He, his wife Catherine, would have 10 children, one of whom married into my family line. Samuel Amick, born in 1817, was known locally as the Professor. He built and taught in a small school on his own farm. During the Civil War, Confederate soldiers who were camping nearby came to his home and saw him in the fields working. They took him and had him commandeer into their unit, but later determined he was too old to fight. He was only 42. It is stated that the Amicks were rebel to the core, and all 6 of his sons served in the Confederate Army. In a cavalry charge at Gettysburg, Eli Amick was killed in action. A 3rd son, Asa, endured starvation in a Union prisoner of war camp. John Amick was shot by guerrillas while home on furlough, and the 3 remaining sons came home to tell the tale. Our story ends with Charles Amick, who settled in Hampshire County with his father James and grandfather John. Here he farmed and raised 10 children of his own. He and his wife Leona now lie surrounded by members of their own family. Today we hope to recover some of the artifacts they lost over the years. Stay tuned. I'm here with Bryan, Mr. Bryan Hahn, and he has been in prior videos of mine, and I'll link the video up at the top. You go check that out. And this is his permission, and we're going to go visit an old house site. And he's been here before, and he's found a lot of great things. And what he wanted to show me is this road bed right here, going to where the old house stood. And Bryan, do you have any clue of when this house, what time period we're looking at with this house?
Okay, so I have been told through family that the house was built in the mid 1800s, but I cannot find it on a map.
Okay, and so what's the best thing you found at this house site?
The best thing that I found at this house site, I found a Virginia Confederacy button, and I found a New York Union button right next to each other.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So we're going to head over there. We're going to put the shovels in the ground. We're going to see what we can find. I haven't dug a single object yet. And Bryan just found a flat button right off the bat.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
See if it has anything on it.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
Yeah.
Way to go. I remember I was
with
Bryan when he found his very first flat button.
Yeah. Now I've found so many. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Bryan has become a professional. Honest to God, he has found so much stuff in the time that I filmed with him last. Let's go find us one. All right, you guys, I got a high tone right here. I just turned my machine on and ground balanced. And it could be a mason jar lid because they sound real high too. Yeah. There's a little bit of grunt at the end of it, so it might not be anything good, but it's going to be about right there. deep it is. Bryan said that the ground is full of iron, and I believe it, because I tried to ground balance right over there, and it was ground balancing at 98. All right, let's see if there's... Surely it's not that nail. Let's pull out. Ew. Let's see if that's it. Nope, I don't think it is. Let's see if we still have a high chipper there. Nope. I'm going to dig this out. Obviously, there's lots of metal in there. When I find what's in that hole, I'll bring it back. I dug a little deeper and I found it. You guys will see it. You'll recognize it as soon as you see it, but I'll let you see what it reads. 18, 19, 20. And there it is. And the reason it was giving me such mixed signals is because I had nails and there was iron in there. You know, there was iron, there was pieces of roof tin, but there it is. There it is. This is an old frame. This is a frame of a pocket watch, and there is the winder up on top. And before the invention of wristwatches, this was a very popular and common item. And that's probably brass. And there's some patina on there. That's a great find. My first plug, my first object, we're on the board. Right, you guys, I showed that pocket watch frame to Bryan, and he's got a little bit of story to tell.
I can't believe that when I walked up here and Todd said they found a pocket watch, I said, Todd, another one? And he did. I have, and the 2 times that I have been here now, I have found 3. So this makes number 4. And I have found the insides of these, and the ones that I have found are Elegant watches.
Elegant watches.
They were made in Illinois.
So these people had money.
Yes. You found the 4th one now.
Oh, wow. Let's see, there's got to be some silver in here somewhere.
There has to be. There has to be. I haven't found any coins yet.
Well, that's in the coin range.
Yeah, it is.
That's the coin range right there.
Yep.
All right. All right, I got a good hit here. And I won't bring you to every signal I find, because there's lots of signals in here. But it's solid, it's consistent, it's repeatable. All right, here we go. And it sounds like it's real shallow. So I'm hoping this is a button, because that is a button signal, and it's going to be shallow. Of course, I've been digging up some of that roof tin will also give you those kind of signals. Let's see. Oh, is that it? Oh, doggone it. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's set that aside. I was going to take my pinpointer down there, but I'm not. Yep, that's what it was. Yep, there we go. So even though that this is iron, even though that's iron, it can still give off a good signal because it's circular. It's circular, and circular pieces can give you a good solid signal even if it's iron. All right, you guys, I can't make any claim to this find.
Yeah, you can.
This was all Bryan. I'm digging a hole up there. Bryan had a signal here. He goes, bring your detector down, tell me what you think. I went over it. It was jumpy, but it was around 28 to 30, and I thought, man, that's a coin. It's not a coin. And I dug it out, and I did my pinpointer, and I see it, and it is right there. And it looks like a little cuff button. That's where the shank was, right there. Actually, you know what? This is neither. It is a part of a rivet. This is the second part of a rivet. Sorry, that's all right. Hey, it's brass. It's brass. We'll take it. I'll put it with my collection. I keep rivets. I got a ton of them. All right, I wasn't going to show you because, well, I've been pulling a lot of these out of the hole. And this is a zinc lid. And about 2 inches deep. So it's not that deep. Everything's right on the surface here. But I was fiddling around with this plug. And this came out. And I don't know what this is. Would you guys have any idea what that is? All right, it's brass. I'm sure it's probably 1800s, late 1800s. Could be early 1900s. It's not great, but it's not trash either. So we'll pocket that. We'll go to the next hole. All right, you guys, I got a hit here. I told Bryan it's out of coin range. And I teased with him because everything I hear here sounds like coins. And there's a lot of mason jar lids here. I found some guts of a pocket watch over here. I haven't showed you that. You guys will see it at the end of the video. And, you know, this could be one of those, but it just sounded so sweet. Where is it? Right there. Yeah, it's a little jumpy. It is right here. So it's going to be, let's call it, okay? Let's say an Indian head penny. I have found a bunch of pocket watch stuff already. Man, every hole here is full of stuff. Just here's some pottery, here's some glass, just full of stuff. I bet you this site, Bryan, oh, there it is. I bet you that's it. It is a handle of a fork or spoon, but this is iron, and I'm sure that's not what we heard. Bryan, if there was ever a site you wanted to sift, this is it.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of stuff here. We'll clean that up. I'll get a close-up of that. But I think there's going to be something better than that in here. Don't you guys? Let's hope so, huh? Fingers crossed. Gonna get the detector out. Yeah, still in there, but it's lower. It's lower. Let me get the shovel here. All right, it's gonna be shallow. Shallow. I need my pinpointer. Oh, is that it? Is that it? That's it. That is copper. That's a copper elbow. That is not what we're looking for, but it is copper. And I just found that iron fork handle right there. So it wasn't that. But those signals, that high signal, I mean, those are copper coin signals. We didn't call it. Not that one. Let's try that. All right, I don't want to jinx myself, but man, I tell you what, when I get signals like this, I like to bring you guys along. There's an old plug right there. Could have been mine, it could have been Bryan's, I don't know, but there is a great signal right here and somewhere in here. Right there. 2425, right there. Right there. We have not found any coins here yet, and Bryan said he hadn't found a coin here on prior trips either, and I would be happy. I'd be happy for any coin. I don't care if it's a weedy. Right now, I'd be happy for any old coin. But I don't see anything right yet. All right, nothing great or spectacular. I find these just about every house site I go to. This is a piece of a mantle clock. And Bryan found a piece. I saw it sitting right over there on that stone. It's brass. We'll pocket it and we'll keep going. All right, it's big, it's round, but it's not a coin. And I found one of these already. Bryan said he found 3 of these. It's I think it's part to a pocket watch, But it's a little different than the rest of them we've seen so far. Let's take a look. I popped this plug. It's very shallow, not even fingers length. And this is what came out of it. And this is what tells me it is a pocket watch, because this is where the winder would go right there. Yes, yep. This is a pocket watch. My goodness, we have found, Bryan has found a number of them here. And I have found a number of parts and pieces to them. You're going to see it. And I found them all just really all over the place. So I wonder if they might have been watchmakers or people that did something with watches. What do you call those? Do you guys know what they're called? A watch clocksmith or something? All right, let's bag it and keep going. All right, I just thought I'd show you real quickly the foundation. Some of the foundation's still here. Right here, the farmers probably put tires in. These tires are old. And I would say, good gosh, man, they've been in here a while. But, you know, this is part of the chimney stack and part of the foundation from the rest of the house. But this is where the actual log house stood. The old road came up right here. And, you know, before I swing, I wanted to show you. These trees here are black walnut, and there's a number of them up here. And I have made mention in many of my videos that black walnut was a valuable fruit tree. And it was prized by all pioneers over in this area. And you could do a lot. You could make furniture with it. You could stain furniture with it. And you could eat the nut and bake with it. And I don't know if any of you have had black walnut. It's different than the English walnut. But the black walnut has a very unique, bold flavor, and it's delicious. So if you've never had a black walnut, check out your local grocery store and see if they have it. They're typically smaller bags because they're hard to get the nut out. And they're a little bit more expensive. Anyway, I popped the plug and it fell out. And I immediately asked Bryan if he knew anything about the occupation of the person that lived here. And he said that he can ask his family because they knew the people that lived here. But another piece of pocket watch came out, and this one looks pretty nice. Let's take a look. I popped the plug and it fell out. Right here it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It is gold plated. Let's go show Bryan. A bullet.
I dropped one.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is amazing.
That is amazing, isn't it?
All the ones I've found here have just been frames. That is the whole watch.
That is the whole watch. It opens from this side right
Yep.
there.
Oh, careful. Is it there?
Nope. It is not there, but I bet you part of it is over there where I'm at. I think this guy was a watchmaker. All right, you guys, that's a great find. It's kind of funny. You know, I told Bryan, I said, you're not going to believe it, but I found another pocket watch. And this is at least my third. And he found 3 here last time. This could actually be part of a fourth. I can see it right there. Right there. Look at that. I absolutely think if these guys weren't watchmakers, they had a collection of pocket watches. Amazing. I have probably only found 3 or 4 pocket watches ever. And I have found that many on this site already. And Bryan found that many on this site. Just crazy. All right, you guys, I thought it was a coin. Gosh, it was a high sound, just clean, crisp. It's not a coin. I'll let you hear it. Hear that? Nice and sweet. And it's right there. And it is a D-buckle. It is a D-buckle. It's not a coin. I haven't found much in a while since a buckle, except a lot of trash. And I found something, popped the plug and pulled it out, and it fell right on my shovel. And this, oh my goodness, this is number 4 or 5, I don't know. I got many of these already. Look at that. We'll call this the watchmaker's house. That's what it is, I'm convinced, man. I mean, who would have that many pocket watches at a house? No money, we've not found any coins here.
Yeah, none.
And, but this is at least the 7th pocket watch that has been uncovered.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. I've got some other guts over there that I found from a pocket watch, and it could be from any one of these, but it could be a different one too. Unbelievable. All right, on to the next pocket watch. All right, you guys, I found something pretty cool, and it is not a pocket watch. It is not a can lid. Let's take a look. Pop the hole, it pulled out, and it's heavy. It is a candelabra. It's the end of a candle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's absolutely what it is. Yep.
Pretty cool.
That is very cool. I've never found one of those.
Well, I would have preferred it to be a crotal bell.
Yeah, well.
He found a crotal bell here.
That is very pretty.
That's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very.
Some brass alloy.
Yep.
All right, it is not a can lid or a pocket watch.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're gonna call it the day. The sun is setting and we had a great time. The ground is absolutely full here. I told Bryan he needs to come out here and sift this or come out here and pound this thing again, because the ground is just full of signals and a lot of high signals. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we've laid everything out here. We're going to talk about what we have found and show you some little interesting tidbits of some of what Bryan found. So we'll start with mine and then we'll end with his. Most of the stuff that you have seen, I've got watch guts there. I got a rivet and a fork or spoon handle piece there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 pocket watches. One almost complete, it opens. One with the guts there without the face. This is part of a mantle clock. And then I've got a D buckle. I don't know if that's a buckle or an emblem or what that is. I got a candlestick candle holder, some brass, some junk. That's what I found. It was a great day. Not bad for 2 hours or 2.5 hours, is it? 2.5 hours. Okay, so Bryan found that button right off the bat, and he found this piece here, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a game piece or a receiver to a latch, and a bottle cap opener. And the amazing thing is he found this bottle cap. I'm going to have him talk about that here in a second. He found that beautiful handle to a spoon or a fork. And of course, he found an emblem plate there to a Buick. He found some guts to a clock, same as me, and a pocket watch part. He found the top post knob to a bed. And that's what he found. Now, Bryan, I'm going to have you talk about this. Let me pick this up.
All right.
Tell us about that bottle cap.
All right, so this bottle cap, other than it being special to Virginia, this bottle cap was made by Crown Cork, which is now Crown Cork and Seal. And if you can barely see inside, it's got a 2.5. What that was is when these bottle caps first came out, they were cork lined inside, and you can actually see this part is where the cork would have been to help seal the cap. And that 2.5 is a 2.5 cent cork tax per bottle that you bought.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, how did you know that?
The first ones that I found the last time I was here, I didn't know what they were, so I went home and researched them.
Very good.
So
that's history.
That's the only reason I know that's what they are.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
And you found the bottle opener for it, right?
Yeah, that's the bottle opener that probably opened these. So.
Well, you guys, I mean, I appreciate your invite, Bryan.
Absolutely.
I had a great time. Love the area here. It's just gorgeous. What you guys don't see, and I didn't show, is all these cows. We got a cow coming over to us. That's a Charolais. And then we have
Good Angus.
Yep, some Angus. And there's a couple donkeys down there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are a couple donkeys down there. They're the cutest looking things. And we're gonna hike out of here. We're gonna pack up and on to the next site. All right, you guys, thanks for joining us. Hit like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Take care.